As a Gallup Strengths coach, I do a lot of my coaching on the phone and I have to listen and listen intently. What I realize is that most people often use the word I think. That's about like 90%. In fact, no, 95, 98%. That balance 2%, 1%, 5% will say sometimes I feel. And as I've been coaching, I'm starting to realize that I use the same verbiage. I say I think. And then I also have high empathy, which means I feel. So I realize that I often say I think, and then there are times when I say I feel. And the message here is that take notice of what your verbiage is. Do you say I think? And do you say I feel? Or do you even use words like I like the sound of that? That tastes funny. Or I see your point of view. These are cues of how we see the world and how we take in information or emotion or how we digest. That's another one. Become aware of what you say. Become aware of what other people's verbiage is. This is a great way to help communicate with them in an effective way so that they can hear you. If a person often says, let me think about it, then I often will follow up and say something and then I'll ask them, what do you think? If a person uses the word I feel, I would say something and then follow up with, how do you feel about it? These are the touch points that gives emphasis to what we say to them so that they can hear it in a way that is meaningful. People high in focus often see, they're visual. So I would say something and then ask them, how do you see that? Or what do you see? People who are auditory, how does that sound to you? Or people who are often expressive in food, what does that taste like? Give this a run. See what you think about. See what you come up with. Explore your own words and whether you think. Remember, whatever we think leads to our feelings. And whatever we feel is how we are and how we show up. Be very aware and very careful of what our thoughts are. Cheers.